Beltrami Booster Club is proud to present the highlight, our new theme, Follow Me. This program celebrates students who lead with energy, set a positive example, and lift up those around them. Tonight, as we come together to support our Falcon athletes, we also celebrate the student leaders who inspire others to follow their example both on and off of the court. Now, if you would remain standing and remove all headgear for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting the Patriots. A sophomore, number 2, Nicholas Scow. A junior, number 4, Joe Cornier. A junior, number 11, Austin Langseth. A junior, number 12, Hayden Johnson. And a junior, number 22, Colton Scow. The Patriots are assisted by Nathan Johnson and Carl Dugstead, and the head coach is Jared Cornier. And now for your Fertile Beltrami Falcons, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Briar Stram. A 6'8" senior, number 3, Drew Gullickson. A 5'11" senior, number 5, Steven Sather. A 5'11" senior, number 21, Caleb Sather. And a 6'2" senior, number 34, Brady Bjerg. The Falcons are assisted by Jeff Gullickson, Tim Sykes, and Jared Brainerd, and the head coach is the Neil Stephens.
All right, and welcome back to Fertile Beltrami boys basketball as we get set for the tip here between Austin Langseth and Drew Gullickson. Fertile Beltrami taking on the Winnie-Mac Patriots. A close rivalry here between the two teams. I mean, seriously, it's like a 15-minute drive between Fertile and Erskine, depending on which way you take it. Caleb Sather after the tip, up and 2 right away. Caleb Sather strikes first. And the assist to Briar Strem. Cornier off to Johnson. Johnson getting a screen from Colton Scow. Langseth bounces it right back off to Cornier, who is driven into a spot, but that does not matter. Joe Cornier on the board first for the Patriots. Sather inside for Gullickson. Back out Sather. Bjerg off to Strem. Strem inside Gullickson, making his rounds. Throws it off the back of the backboard and out of bounds. Gullickson is a little bit too tall, if you couldn't tell. Throws it off the back of the... I mean, seriously, who throws it off the back of the backboard? Well, if you're 6'8", it really isn't that hard. Johnson off to Langseth. Langseth dumps it off to Cornier. Cornier, nice pass inside. Langseth throws it up, no good. Rebounded by Drew Gullickson. Now it's Strem. Strem's got the wheels, shifting gears. Dumps it off. Sather Sather, no good. Rebounded by the out of bounds. Man, Sather and Sather, it's not hard to keep them straight. They look completely different. But you want to say one thing and then you say another. Strem gets the inbound from Sather. Sather pops a three. Good! Caleb Sather. All 5 to start here for Fertile Beltrami. For the senior number 21, Sather nearly knocks it away from Johnson. Scow gets free. Johnson doesn't go there. Langset, top of the key, drops it off to Cornier. Cornier, hand in his face. Makes a nice move on Bjerg. Goes off Scow. Now Scow. Nick Scow this time. Off to Langset. Langset to Johnson. Johnson sets 3 short. No good, and rebounded out of bounds. That's Nick Scow there. Gullickson will inbound. Coach Steff is giving some instruction to his players. 16:20 remaining in this first half as Briar Strem crosses the midline inside for Gullickson from Sather. Back to Sather. He'll drive, set, gives it back to Bjerg. Now across to Strem. Strem drives on Scow. Throws up the reverse, no good. Scow's got the board. Looked like Strem almost panicked there a little bit once he got underneath the basket. His reverse was a little bit short. Sather nearly knocks it away from Nick Scow. As now Hayden Johnson sets, gets a screen from Langseth. He'll drive, stop, pivot, gives it off to Colton Scow. Lost the ball. Nick Scow dribbles it out of bounds. It's Fertile Beltrami ball. I mean, there's only so much you can do about that. Either your momentum's going to take you out of bounds, or you're going to dribble it out of bounds trying to save it. One of the two is going to happen, or you can just, defy gravity and physics. That's pretty cool, too. Bjerg, top of the key, gives it off to Strem. Strem inside for Gullickson, has it knocked away. Colton Scow throws it over to Nick Scow, and he'll stop outside the arc. Feisty hands Strem. And Scow defies gravity there for a second as he throws it back, picked up by Strem. Sather tries to save it. He does. Knocked off the hands of Gullickson out of bounds. 5-2 with 15:03 remaining in this first half as Scow will inbound to Cornier. Cornier, hand in his face. Still working outside the arc, puts up a three. Good! Ties it up, Joe Cornier. 14:45 to go. Strem stops at the logo, dumps it off to Sather. Sather inside for Gullickson. Through the contact, no good, and rebounded by Scow. Colton Scow there for the board. Now it's Joe Cornier. Cornier with 5. Dumps it off to Johnson. Johnson almost had a screen by Scow, but Scow bailed. And Johnson takes the jumper, the fade, no good. Rebounded by Briar Strem. Strem off to Sather. Sather off to Strem, now back over to Sather. Sather wants inside. He's got Gullickson. Gullickson through the contact and fouled, still misses the shot. That's going to be the first foul of the night. That's going to go against Austin Langseth of the Patriots. That's his team's first of the night for either team. Drew Gullickson at the line. First one is short. Fives on the board. Gullickson will take the lead for Fertile Beltrami after his second free throw. 1 for 2 on that trip. Cornier calls out a spot. Johnson will step it back to Colton Scow. Now Joe Cornier puts up the one-handed shot. No good, off the glass and rebounded by Caleb Sather. And Sather was not paying attention as Strem called out his name, threw it to him. And a miscommunication there by Fertile Beltrami. Gullickson comes out. Gage Henriksen, senior number 0, checks in. Big country down low. Scow across to Langseth, and now Johnson standing there waiting for something to happen. Bjerg not letting Cornier do a whole lot. Johnson puts up the fade, no good. Rebounded by Langseth, and good. Austin Langseth grabs himself a bucket. Strem down to Sather. Sather looking. Finds Sather, now Strem. Strem finds a free Gage Henriksen, who is stopped by Austin Langseth, but two coming. And that'll be Langseth's second already. Henriksen to the line. 7-6, the Patriots leading. Henriksen up and good. Now, for those of you who do not know, as Ryan Berg checks in for Austin Langseth, Berg, a junior number 20 for the Patriots. For those of you who don't know, one of the Fertile Beltrami usual starters, Preston Hansen, is out and on the bench with a knee injury that he sustained last week against East Grand Forks. So he will likely not be playing for a while, as Brady Bierk with the block from behind on Joe Cornier. I just want to say that I wish him well. I've been praying for him, and I don't know, keep anyone with injuries, knee injuries, whatever they may be, in your prayers, because those things are hard to come back from, for sure. Easton Fredericks, sophomore number 15, checks in for Steven Sather. Scow takes a three. That's Colton Scow. Rebounded by Briar Strem. Strem turns on the Jets, changes gears. Puts up the floater. Good and one! Briar Strem throws up the floater, puts it in through the contact. That foul on Colton Scow. That's his first. Team's third. 10-7 the score. Strem, the opportunity for a three-point play is there and good. 12:45 remaining in this first half. Joe Cornier to bring it up. Stolen by Briar Strem. Does he have another in him? No, not quite, but he was knocked away by Nick Scow as he will head back to the line. Scow would have been a really clean block if he'd just been probably about 3 inches higher, but he did catch him right on the wrist. As Briar Strem catches a steal and puts up the free throw, it's good. He's got 4 on the night. Strem back to the line for his second attempt. Up and good. 4 fouls for Winnie Mac as Briar Strem capitalizes on both of those free throws. Cornier tries to cut the lead in half, and he does! Good heavens, Joe Cornier pulling the trigger from about 40 feet away. Good grief. Back to Fredericks, who barely comes off the ground, nearly drains a 3 as Gullickson is charged with a foul. Gullickson will be charged with a foul as Cornier tried to get the rebound, and Gullickson denied him that right and just completely ran through him. 13-10 the score after the Joe Cornier triple. Johnson's going to drive, step back, going to turn around, gives it off to Berg. Tries to give it back to Cornier. Cornier steps back through Caleb Sather. Finds Gullickson instead. Caleb Sather now on the fast break. Fredericks ahead of him. Sather inside. Henriksen is fouled. It'll be on Berg. That'll be on, oh no, it will be on Hayden Johnson. Johnson picking up his first. Steven Sather and Brady Bierk check back in for Briar Strem and Caleb Sather for Fertile Beltrami. Langseth gets set to check back in for Winnie Mac. Sather finds Gullickson. And now Henriksen drains it. Beautiful shot by Gage Henriksen. Johnson
Steps back, gives it off to Berg. And now Cornier. Cornier runs into Easton Fredericks. Scow to Scow. Nick Scow stops. Lost the ball. Out of bounds. That'll be off of Drew Gullickson, I believe. As Langseth will check back in for Colton Scow. Cornier to bring it in, gives it off to Johnson, who hands it right back to Cornier. Sets three, good! 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wow, 11 points already for Joe Cornier. I've seen these things before. Bjerk inside, Gullickson, now Fredericks, Bjerk to Sather, inside Henriksen. Henriksen back to Fredericks, takes the jumper short. Rebounded by Cornier. Cornier to bring it up. He's feeling it, dumps it off to Nick Scow, gets a screen. Back to Berg. Berg back to Cornier. Cornier stops, runs into two Falcons players. That's Henriksen and Bjerk. Johnson waits, spins, jump stop, back to Berg. Berg runs into Henriksen. A lot of oohs and ahs coming, and the foul on Bjerk. Cornier will head to the line. Bjerk picks up his first team second, and Cornier will have a shot to tie it up. Up and good for Cornier. Fredericks checks out as Strem checks in. Cornier back to the line for his second, up and good, ties it up. Joe Cornier. Strem giving some direction to his big man, Gullickson. Sather off from Strem, inside for Gullickson, is fouled by Berg, who got his hand in there. That'll be on Ryan Berg, that's his first. Sather inbounds, fires it way across to Strem. Back to Sather. Sather wants inside, has Henriksen, stops, back to Sather. Now Bjerk left wide open, goes for Strem instead. Strem trying to get past Scow, and he is forced out of bounds. You know, that's interesting. I have no words. That's interesting. Tied at 15, under 10 to go. This Winnie Mac defense has done a pretty prolific job as Johnson's left alone, and now he's fouled. That's going to be on Steven Sather. Hayden Johnson to the line. Hayden Johnson misses his first. And now he's headed back to the line for his second with a chance to take the lead from Fertile Beltrami. And he doesn't. Grabbed by Sather. Sather back to Strem, back at the logo, fires for Sather. Sather inside. This Winnie Mac defense is really getting to the boys' heads, if I'm being honest. They're doing a really good job. Tied at 15. Under 10 to go. Langseth drives left open, lost the ball off the hands of Sather and out of bounds. Cornier inbounds, gets it back from Langseth and takes the lead. I don't know, at this point it seems like Joe Cornier versus the world. Sather off to Bjerk. Now Sather, Strem, driving, kicks it out. Sather sets for three, no good. Rebounded by Gullickson off the glass and good. Gullickson finally gets one of those bunnies to fall as he ties it up at 17. Cornier fires it across, and it's tipped by Strem and out of bounds. Langseth checks out, Colton Scow checks in. Johnson double dribbles as he finally makes that fade. 8:45 remaining. Strem. Sather inside, Gullickson lost the ball. Sather goes up and blocked and fouled. And a lot of oohs and ahs coming from that one. Foul on Colton Scow. That's his second, tied at 17. Sather no good on his first. Now Henriksen to the line. Henriksen will come in for Drew Gullickson. As Sather puts it up, no good on his second. That's not something you typically see from number 21. Cornier off to Johnson, and now Nick Scow driving, kicks it back. Colton Scow kicks it out. Nick Scow takes a three, no good, rebounded by Berg. Back to Johnson, sets, three again. This one's good. Hayden Johnson nails from three. Strem, Sather inside, Henriksen back to Sather, sets three. No good, and rebounded by Colton Scow. The Patriots with a 3-point lead over Fertile Beltrami. Johnson sets for another three, feeling it!
Hayden Johnson getting himself on the board.
His second three. Strem, Sather losing the ball, the Scow, he drives in, takes the jumper, no good off the glass. Henriksen lets it go in. He's wanting a foul. In my opinion, he should just calm down. Cornier puts it off the glass, no good, as Henriksen strips it away from the rebounding Scow. Strem left alone, stops. Kicks it back out to Henriksen somehow. Now Sather takes the jumper. No good. Nobody's there to board up. And a flop warning. A flop warning, I believe that's going on Cornier. Well, I'm going to be honest, I don't care if it's true or not. I'm just glad to see that people still call that stuff. I'm going to be completely and totally honest because I've been tired of it. I've seen a lot of it, especially in the boys' games. And I'm just glad that people still call that. Cornier, back to Johnson. Johnson's been feeling it. He'll drive in. Gets a screen from Berg, dumps it off to Scow, and a foul coming. Defensive foul coming on Gage Henriksen. That'll be his first. And it does really look like the boys are getting kind of sloppy here. As, yeah. I have no words. Johnson gets the inbound from Cornier. Cornier in the corner now. Johnson is blocked. And now they're calling for another one. Henriksen takes the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Gullickson, no good. And still nobody to board. Johnson gets the board instead. He's down near the corner. Johnson has it tipped away by Henriksen. Now Scow sets three. Colton Scow, no good. Rebounded by Berg. Has it stripped by Strem. Gets it back to Gullickson. And now Sather. Strem Now Bjerk to Henriksen, inside for Gullikson. Back to Henriksen, takes the jumper. Good. Gage Henriksen brings it within 2 for Fertile Beltrami. Johnson. Up to the bucket and good. Hayden Johnson taking it to the basket. 25-21, 5:30 to go. Henriksen. Pass to Gullikson, and Gullikson throws down the jam. Henriksen, I may be no ref, but I have a warning for you, my friend. Shot tipped. Stram pushing the floor to Gullikson. Lays it in this time for fear of getting absolutely crunched by Ryan Berg. I will say, Gager, please don't talk to the fans, dude. They know, they're looking for that. Cornier, surrounded, dumps it off to Berg. Gave it off to Scow. Scow blocked. Very nicely by Gullikson. Dumps it off to Bjerk. Back to Henriksen. Brady was like, here you go, have it. As it is now, Fertile Beltrami up by 2. Gage Henriksen with 10 points so far. 27-25 the score. We'll be back after this.
Brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
Polk Norman Monoman Public Health is here to keep you safe and healthy. Public health services are low or no cost and always confidential.
We're here to keep you safe and healthy.
We're back. Fertile Beltrami leading by 2 here in the first half. 4:27 remain. Honestly, this game has been a pleasant surprise. I should have expected this. It's always a rivalry. It's always fun to watch. Johnson. Langseth and now Cornier. Cornier, who is just completely picked apart this Falcons defense, rims out. As he's fouled, this one's going to be on Brady Bjerk. That's his second, team's 5th. Cornier will head to the line for 2. Up and good. Sather comes in for Bjerk. And Cornier's second is up and good. Strem at the logo, pushes it down, Steven Sather. Gullikson kicks it back, Sather, now Strem. Goes for Gullikson, and up and good. Drew Gullikson for 2. 29-27 now the score. As Johnson is blocked. What a pick by Steven Sather. Strem stops, almost went all the way to the basket. Now Strem off from Henriksen. This time goes all the way to the basket as he hits the floor. Charlie Carlson, the sophomore, number 50 for the Patriots, picks up his first foul as he stopped Briar Strem in his tracks. Up and good for Strem on his first. 3-point lead for Fertile Beltrami with 3:33 remaining in the first half. Up and good for Strem. Cornier. One-handed pass over to Johnson. Johnson, who hit 2 consecutive threes. Now Langseth back to Cornier. Cornier fighting with Sather. Gets run into a corner, and now he's fouled. And this time he'll fall over again. That's going to be on Caleb Sather. That'll be his first. Cornier finds Johnson on the inbound. Johnson runs into 3 Falcons, and Langseth is left wide open. 31-29. Fertile Beltrami takes it up. That's Briar Strem, and now Drew Gullickson off from Caleb Sather as Gullickson hits the arm of Langseth and is, I'm not going to say thrown to the ground. He got his arm hooked in there. So it's not really even Austin's fault. As Gullickson heads to the line. That's Langseth's third of the first half. As Gullickson is up and rimming out, no good. Berg checking in for Langseth, who is quite frustrated. Gullickson's second is up and good. I believe that would make him 2 for 4 as of now. From the free throw line, Hayden Johnson getting a screen from Carlson. Back to Berg. Berg trying to get it off to Cornier. Has it knocked away by Caleb Sather. It went off of Cornier, so it'll be Fertile Beltrami ball. Cornier is quite confused, adamant that he didn't touch it. I mean, honestly, if it's a turnover, who wouldn't be adamant that they didn't touch it? Inbounding is Sather to Strem. Strem at the logo. Fires it down to Sather. Sather inside for Gullickson. Gullickson off the glass and good. Drew for 2. That was a play that we ran in football, and it was a lot of fun. Johnson drives, stops, gives it off to Carlson. Carlson outside the arc, now Cornier. Sets 3, good. I'm not even surprised anymore. That's just impressive. Strem, 2-point lead for Fertile Beltrami. Now it's Henriksen. Henriksen back to Sather, now Strem. Strem to Sather, left open, doesn't do it. Sather off to Sather, now Henriksen. Henriksen waiting, guarded by Carlson, now Sather. Johnson hits the ground. Henriksen shot up and short. Cornier gets a screen from Carlson. No good, and the foul on Henriksen. This is not coming from a commentating standpoint, but this is coming as a classmate, teammate, and friend of Gage Henriksen. My buddy, you gotta calm down. You can't let nobody get in your head. As Cornier is good, because I mean, one, you're putting their best free throw shooter at the line again. Like, why? There's no need for that. As Cornier up and no good for the first time tonight. He says, it's fine. Sather inside, Henriksen spins, goes up with it, and fouled. Ugh. It's been a lot of those. Been a lot of those tonight. Foul on Charlie Carlson, that'll be his second. And Henriksen to the line. No good. Henriksen back to the line for his second. Up and no good. Rebounded by Carlson, who boxed out Caleb Sather like a pro. Cornier moving Sather simply with his mind. Gets a screen from Berg, running into Gullickson. Carlson off to Scow. Scow. And the double dribble. No, never mind. They'll get Carlson for a foul. The offensive foul on Carlson. Okay, I didn't see it. But I am hearing a lot of very unhappiness behind me. I believe that's the third game I've said that. I mean, obviously, no one's going to be happy when their team gets called for a foul, especially when it's an away from the ball foul, but still, like, jeez. Sather off to Fredericks, who came in. Fredericks dumps it off. Gullickson up and good. The assist for Freddie, and Gullickson with the jam. Sather very close with Mr. Cornier. Cornier working on Sather. Nearly losing the ball. Sather fighting with him. And shot was not up. And I reiterate, if the whistle is blown before the shot is up, it is not an and one. Regardless, he's a good free throw shooter. You're going to get 2 free throws out of this. Cornier to the line. The announcer sheiks is real, everyone. Briar Shrem goes up with it through Scow and fouled. That'll be on Nick Scow. That's his second. Previous foul was on Caleb Sadler. That was also his second. 36-33 the score. Fertile Beltrami leading by 3. Strem up and good. 37-33, 7.5 seconds remain in this first half. And here's the second shot. Good. Johnson driving. Getting outside the arc, puts up a 3. No good, just off. And that's the half. 38-33. Fertile Beltrami leads by 5. Don't go away.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
If you're ready for a great meal, head over to West Main Pizza in Ada and Dilworth. They have a variety of pizzas like Supreme, Barbecue Chicken, The Reuben, Grandma G's Sloppy Joe, BLT, Hawaiian, Vegetarian, and more. West Main Pizza also serves nachos and tacos, great pasta dishes, panini sandwiches, subs, and salads. West Main Pizza at 320 East Main Street in Ada and 111 15th Street Northeast in Dilworth. Check them out online at westmainpizza.net.
The Winnie Mac Travel Center is a truck stop and convenience store located at the intersection of Highway 2 and 59, just outside of Erskine, Minnesota. We have 6 gas pumps to fuel from and 8 pumps available for diesel. The Winnie Mac Travel Center offers different items in our kitchen. We also have a touchless car wash located on the south side of the station. The Winnie Mac Travel Center located at the intersection of Highway 2 and 59.
Spark Hub, a co-working space in Thief River Falls, offers dedicated desks with flexible packages, automatic billing, and 24/7 secure access. Settle into our cozy meeting rooms for client calls or team huddles, and count on fiber-fast internet from GVT, plus essentials like printing and coffee. For freelancers, remote workers, and local professionals, it's more than a desk. It's your productive place to land, focus, and connect. Book a space at sparkhubgvt.com.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
Whether you're growing your family or caring for a new baby, you don't have to do it alone. Family Home Visiting provides the information, advice, and support you need throughout your pregnancy and after your baby arrives, all at no cost to you. Your personal nurse will be there whenever and wherever you need them, making sure you and your baby are healthy, strong, and thriving. For more information, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media. You are not alone. We're here to help.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Fosston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Fosston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Fosston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Fosston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at christianbrothersford.net or christiancarsonline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Fosston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend it for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. Maybe our family.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls is your one-stop shop for all your farm, residential, commercial, hay, livestock, and storage building products. Falls Building Center, now featuring Dakota Steel and trim products. See your local sales representative for details at Falls Building Center about their line of Dakota Steel and trim products. Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls, your small town, personal touch, full-service building center.
Polk County Public Health and Norman Minoman Public Health, together, we'd like to remind you how important yearly checkups are for children and adolescents. These visits are an excellent time for you and your child to talk to their primary care provider about their physical, mental, sexual health, or substance use. Don't forget to catch up on immunizations, including your flu and COVID vaccine. For questions on the Child and Teen Checkups program, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts, your go-to destination for convenience and support. Life can be hectic, but with Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Boston, we're here to make it easier for you. Need a prescription refill? No problem. Use our Nord's Pharmacy app or call our refill line 24/7. It's that simple. And guess what? Once your prescription is ready, you'll receive a handy text alert. Quick and convenient. Are you managing multiple medications? We've got you covered. Our free med synchronization program helps you line them up so you only need to make one stop. Visit Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Boston, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy ready to serve you.
I'm a proud alumna of Northland and now an adjunct nursing instructor.
That's the wonderful thing about nursing, though. There's many different paths you can take. Northland's prepared me by offering the skills, I think, to make you successful in life as a nursing path.
I wouldn't be the nurse I am if I didn't have Northland behind me.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana...
And welcome back, Fertile Beltrami boys basketball, as we get set to start the second half here in Fertile. 38-33 the score as the Falcons lead the Winnipeg Patriots by 5. On for the Patriots, sophomore number 2, Nick Scow. Junior number 4, Joe Cornier. Junior number 11, Austin Langstaff. Cornier pops a 3, no good. And rebounded by Hayden Johnson, number 12, a junior. And now Colton Scow, a junior number 22, lays in a 3, as he was the last one that I was supposed to talk about. On for Fertile Beltrami, senior number 1, Briar Strem. Senior number 3, who just scored, Drew Gullickson. Senior number 5, Steven Sather. Senior number 21, Caleb Sather. And senior number 34, Brady Bierk. As Cornier tries to get through Strem, gives it off to Johnson. Scow. Off to Colton Scow. And now Johnson off to Langseth for 3, no good. Rebounded by Gullickson. Keeps it away from a diving Hayden Johnson. Sather avoids Johnson and Cornier. Now Bierk off to Sather. Sather wanted to set for 3, took his time with it. Shots up, no good, no body foul, no charge. As Langseth hit the ground pretty hard. I know, I've taken a hit from Caleb Sather. That dude is, I call him the freight train for a reason. It hurts, let's just say that. Cornier, pass off to Nick Scow, has it picked away by Sather, and foul on Steven Sather for a reach. That'll be Sather's second of the half. Johnson inbounding, has Scow. Nick Scow off to Colton Scow. Johnson at the white line, back to Colton Scow. Wants to do something with it, gives it off to Langseth, back to Scow. Scow's like, I really don't want the ball right now, guys. Just like reverse it. Scow, back to Scow from Johnson. No good as Sather comes flying in and collects a foul. Caleb Sather picks up his third. 40-36 the score, 16-12 remaining. As Johnson is then fouled. Oh my goodness. You know, I have a very good idea of what the game plan was for Winnie Mac coming into this game, and it was to play defense. And they're doing a very good job of it, I'm gonna say. I also believe that another part of their game plan was draw fouls. Get to the free throw line. Take the easiest shots in the game. As Gage Henriksen checks in for Caleb Sather. Henriksen, a senior number 0 for Fertile Beltrami. And I'm going to be honest. I really do believe that Coach Steffes has a plan to get out of that. But the boys just keep playing right into the hands of their opponents. As Henriksen gets the rebound, rips it out of the hands of Austin Langseth. What you need to do right now is not let anybody get into your head and not let your emotions control your actions on the basketball court, because once you do that, you can just as well stop. As Cornier lays that one in. That was really pretty, might I add. Sather, nice take, up and good for Steven Sather. 42-38 the score, 15:40 remaining. Nick Scow back to Colton Scow, and now Joe Cornier off to Langseth. Langseth guarded by Gullickson. You can't really shoot over that guy. Cornier fighting with Strem, throwing up his hands in the air. Nice pass from Johnson to Langseth. And a nice play there. 42-40 now. 2-point game. Strem across to Sather. Inside, Henriksen takes the jumper. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Langseth. Cornier's got it. He'll speed it up. Toss over to Johnson. Johnson sets, gives it off to Langseth. Stolen away by Strem. Grabbed by Gullickson. Toss over to Strem. And stripped away by Johnson. That is, in fact, a foul. Grabbing the arms. Regardless, it's contact. Contact on. Wait, what? I think it was supposed to be. Okay, we got that figured out. It's supposed to be on 12. I was like, wait a minute. He wasn't down there. Strem up and good on his 6th free throw. As Hayden Johnson collects his 2nd foul. Strem up and good. 7 free throws for Briar Strem. He's got 15. 44-40 the score. 14:30 remaining. Cornier still trying to get around Strem. Scow has it, throws it right to Sather, and sticky hand Sather holds on to it. An absolute rifle of a pass. Henriksen to Gullickson. Gullickson to Henriksen. Henriksen ran into traffic. And now foul out's going to be collected by Hayden Johnson again. That's going to be his 3rd. Steven Sather to inbound for the Falcons. Sather to Strem. Over the hand of Scow. Sather tries 3, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson, it's a 4-on-3. Johnson to Scow. Scow to Johnson for three, no good, and rebounded by Henriksen. Langseth gets decked by Gullickson. I don't know what happened there. It looked like Langseth was a little bit off balance. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it, so I'm not going to comment. That one's going to be a foul on Colton Scow. That's going to be his third. And Sather will inbound. 44-40 the score. 3 fouls to 3 fouls for each team. Gullickson brings it down, up and good. Cornier off to Scow. Nick Scow stops, fires for Colton Scow for three. Hand in his face, no good. Rebounded by Gullickson. Gullickson to Björk. He'll slow it down. Down to Steven Sather. Sather inside Gullickson. Pivots back to Sather. Sather, three, good. There we go, Steve-O. 49-40 now. Fertile Beltrami finally collecting a little bit more of a lead. Colton Scow gives it off to Nick Scow. And now Langseth sets three, no good, and rebounded by Johnson. Made a nice play on the ball there. Johnson, the fade, no good, rebounded by Scow. In trouble, throws it out to Nick Scow. Deep three by Cornier, and he missed. Started out the game 3 for 3, has only hit one since. Sather, short jumper, good. And a timeout called. 11-point lead for Fertile Beltrami. 51-40 the score. We will be back after this.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
Polk Norman Mahnomen Public Health is here to keep you safe and healthy. Public health services are low or no cost and always confidential.
We're here to keep you safe and healthy. We offer all types of birth control here at our office, including condoms, pills, patch, ring, Depo shot, IUD, Nexplanon, and emergency contraception. STI testing is recommended every 6 to 12 months or whenever you have a new partner. All at little or no cost to you and always confidential.
And we're back. Fertile Beltrami taking an 11-point lead. I want to correct some of my stats from earlier. Briar Shrem has 11 points, and he only has 1 basket. 9 of those points have come off of free throws. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Shrem with a takeaway. Throws it up for Gullickson, pulls it down, up and good. Drew Gullickson hitting that 20 mark. Cornier dumps it off to Ryan Berg, the sophomore number 20, or should I say the junior number 20. And the foul will go on Gage Henriksen, then it'll be his third. And the line called Scow. I don't really know what's going on the side of Winnie-Mac there. They all kind of stayed there. Johnson. Good defense by Strem, not letting Cornier get open. Cornier runs into traffic, puts it up, the jumper, and good, the fade. He's got 25 now. And Strem was fouled. I believe that'll be on Johnson. No, it'll be on Scow. Nick Scow picking up his third foul. 53-42 the score. Caleb Sather checking in for Gage Henriksen. Fertile Beltrami leading by 11. Sather inbounds, has Strem. Now Sather. Sather wants Gullickson, has it taken away instead. Johnson Back to Langseth. Langseth stops, fires one across to Scow. Scow drives, throws it up and good. Strem stops, fires for Sather. Sather sets, goes inside Gullickson. Gullickson at the elbow, spins, puts it off the glass and fouled. That one's going to go on Joe Cornier. That'll be his first. He looked at the refs like, yeah, I didn't move my feet. Yeah, that's my fault. And Gullickson misses his first. Carlson will come in. That is Charlie Carlson coming in for Austin Langseth. Carlson, a sophomore, number 50. And Gullickson's second is up and good. I believe that makes him 3 for 6. Johnson off to Scow, Nick Scow to Berg. And now Cornier at the white line. Cornier running into traffic again. Working on Strem. Pass is still completed to Johnson. Johnson hits the ground. I don't know what's going on. I can't see. Off the glass, no good. And Carlson's blocked and fouled. That's going to be on Gullickson. That's going to be his third. Carlson to the line for 2. Up and no good on his first. Gullickson will check out, as will Sather, as the sophomore number 2, Connor Hoven, checks in alongside Gage Henriksen. Carlson's second up, no good, and rebounded by Caleb Sather. Strem down to Sather. Sather guarded by Carlson. Oh, this is an interesting matchup. Inside for Henriksen. Spins the fade. Good. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Beautiful shot by Gage Henriksen. He's got 12. Driving is Scow. Scow in trouble. Dumps it off. Carlson's got 2. 56-46. Hoven off to Sather. Bjerk, now Sather. Sather still looking, wants inside. Goes for Henriksen a little bit far out. Hoven, 3, no good off the neck of the rim, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson turns on the Jets, working on Hoven. Spins, stops, loses the ball. Grabbed by Henriksen, who dove for it, and it'll be a jump ball. Coach Steff is telling his boys to go crash the offensive boards. That is another thing that we have not been doing like at all this game, is crashing the offensive boards. Sather off to Bjerk, and now Hoven to Strem. Strem makes a nice move on Scow, puts it off the glass, and good! Briar Strem! Woo! That was pretty. 58-46, under 10 minutes to go here. As Cornier drives, lost the ball, Sather takes it away. Sather pushing the floor. He'll take it himself, puts off the glass, and good. That might be the most calm Caleb Sather drive you will ever see in your life. He was just like, oh, it's open. Oh my goodness. Cornier off the pass from Carlson, doesn't use the screen. Good for Cornier, 27. The leading scorer tonight has well over half of the points for the Patriots. Strem to Sather, who is banged by Charlie Carlson. And immediately Sather's face looks back at the bench, is like, whoa. Usually I'm the one doing the hitting. And they'll give Sather 2 shots as Carlson picks up his 4th foul. Up and good. Checking in now for Berg and Carlson are Colton Scow and Austin Langseth. Steven Sather gets set to check back in as well for Brady Bierk. Sather at the line for his 2nd shot. It is up and good. He's 2 for 4 so far tonight on the free throw line. Pass knocked away by Henriksen, wasn't grabbed by Sather as he wasn't really paying attention. Shot from Scow is no good, rebounded by Langseth. Nice strong board from the big man, Austin Langseth. Cornier spinning, looks for Langseth off of Henriksen, sent flying out of bounds. Cornier will inbound for the Patriots. Fires out for Johnson. Johnson gets it off to Nick Scow. Scow to Langseth, and now back to Johnson. Johnson pulls for 3, had his hand high-fived, and rebounded by Colton Scow. Put it off the glass, no good. Gets his own board, and he'll put it in. 62-50. Strem brings it up. Now Sather. Sather pops it to Sather. Sather goes up and is smoked. That one's going to go on Cornier. It's his 2nd, and Sather back to the line. 7:39 remaining in this final half as Caleb Sather will head to the line for his first. It is up and good. Sather back for his 2nd as Drew Gullickson checks in for Gage Henriksen. This one's up and short. No good. Rebounded by Langseth. Sather nearly steals it from Johnson. Nearly does it again. They're going after the ball real good now. Johnson loses it. Grabbed by still no one. Now Sather might have gotten a bad case of court burn, and a timeout called. As Sather is now bleeding from his face. And
we have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
If you're ready for a great meal, head over to West Main Pizza in Ada and Dilworth. They have a variety of pizzas like Supreme, Barbecue Chicken, The Reuben, Grandma G's Sloppy Joe, BLT, Hawaiian, Vegetarian, and more. West Main Pizza also serves nachos and tacos, great pasta dishes, panini sandwiches, subs, and...
Are we back? Yes, we're back. Fertile Beltrami with a 13-point lead over the Winnipeg Patriots. 7:18 remain in this second half. Briar Strem will take it up. At the logo, working on Nick Scow. Down to Steven Sather, gets a screen, pops it over Gullickson. Gullickson kicks it back for Sather. Now down to Strem. Strem gets a screen, he'll drive, use it, throws it off the kick. That'll be off the foot of Scow. And Caleb Sather will inbound. Sather
Finds Sather, who is just sitting in the corner like, here I am. I'm here. Back to Connor Hoven. Hoven gets a screen. Elbow jumper, no good, and rebounded by Austin Langseth. Cornier dumps it off to Johnson. Johnson drives off the glass and good. Good drive by Hayden Johnson. 63-52 with 6:30 remaining. Sather still bleeding from his face a little bit. Sather sets three. Good! Caleb Sather nails from outside the arc. 66-52. Aiden Johnson, the response no good. Rebounded by Drew Gullickson. And now Briar Strem with it. Changing gears. Goes up. That one's on the ground. Not going to count. That was still a pretty sweet drive, if I do say so myself. As that foul goes on Nick Scow, that'll be his fourth. And he is the second player to have 4 fouls for the Patriots. Briar Strem to the line. 66-52 the score. Up and no good. As it is rebounded by... Nope, they're going to call Gullickson for a foul. That's his fourth. Henriksen gets set to come in. They're waiting for something as Gullickson will check out. Looks quite frustrated as Henriksen will check in for him. As Sather will also have to come out for the blood on his face. And Bierk will check in. 6 minutes to go here as Sather will go get his face cleaned up. I know for a fact that he knew it was on him. He was wiping it off earlier. Johnson back to Colton Scow and now Cornier. Cornier takes the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Connor Hoven. Strem down to Bierk. Bierk doesn't use the screen. Henriksen nearly lost it. Underhanded pass. And a foul. No, it's going the other way. They're going to call Henriksen for a push. Okay. Well, that is the 2 usable big guys for Fertile Beltrami that now have 4 fouls. That's a bit of a problem if I do say so myself. Because the other one, you can use, I suppose you could use Bierk as a big man, but he is one of your best perimeter defensive players. As Cornier puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Scow as Langseth and Sather go to the ground together. Jump ball. That'll be in favor of the Patriots, and Cornier will inbound. Stolen away by Henriksen. He'll take it up. He'll give it off to Sather. Back to Strem. Strem gives it off to Bierk. Bierk steps out. Sather pulls the 3, short, and rebounded out of bounds. 5 minutes to go, and Fertile Beltrami in tedious waters with both of their big men with 4 fouls. 66-52, a 14-point game here. As Hayden Johnson will drive past Bierk, throws it to Scow, who was waiting for it. The floater, no good. Rebounded by Scow. Runs into his own guy, lost the ball. Langseth's got it. Hoven's on the ground along with Scow. Now Johnson takes the 3. This one's good. Hayden Johnson with his third 3, cutting the lead to 11. Driving is Strem, who is fouled. That'll go on Langseth. That'll be his 4th. This has been a physical one. And I mean, I could have told you that one from the beginning because this is Fertile Beltrami versus Winnie-Mac. And I'm going to be honest, Fertile Beltrami versus really anyone is going to be a physical game. And Strem has a miss. What? Strem no good on his first. Gullickson checks in for Haven. And Strem up and good. Strem. Down to Scow. Nick Scow gets it out to Colton Scow. Colton now Cornier. Langseth, 3. No good, rebounded by Bjerk and tapped in the hands of Briar Strem. Strem's gonna take his time, get it up to Bjerk. Back to Strem at the logo. Strem finds Sather. Sather inside Gullickson. Gullickson takes the elbow jumper. This one's no good. Rebounded by Henriksen. Beautiful board. It'll roll in. Henriksen with 14. 69-55. And that is Hayden Johnson with the ball. He'll drive. Elbow jumper. No good. Rebounded by Henriksen, or by Gullickson. Henriksen was the one who went flying for it. 3:30 to go. 14-point game as Sather is fouled as Cornier got his arm in there. As Cornier will pick up his third. Sather will enter double bonus. He'll shoot 2.
Up and good for Caleb Sather.
$70-55 the score. Fertile Beltrami will head off to Hillsborough Central Valley tomorrow as Sather puts in his second of that trip. 71-55, 3:20 to go. Johnson getting off of Sather. Back to Colton Scow and now Cornier. Cornier driving on Strem. Puts it up and good. Strem trying to get past Scow. He does. He's got a full fast break. He'll just dribble around for a little bit. Finds Johnson out of bounds, and that'll be still Falcon ball. Under 3 minutes to go here. Caleb Sather to inbound. Steven Sather is back in with a couple of Band-Aids on his face. Strem, stutter stepping, gives it off to Sather. Inside, Henriksen goes inside for Gullickson. Now back to Sather. Strem, inside, Gullickson. Kicks it back out for Sather. Inside for Henriksen. Henriksen fades and fouled. That's going to be on Scow. Scow picking up his 4th. And I believe that would make him the 4th player with 4 fouls for Winnie-Mac. Henriksen up and good. Henriksen, his second is up and good. 73-57 the score, 2:30 to go. Nick Scow brings it up. Johnson. Across to Langseth, and now Scow again. Scow. Stops. Finds Colton Scow. Now gives it off. Has it taken away from Cornier by Colton Scow, and that'll remain Fertile Beltrami ball off the hands of Colton Scow, who is not pleased with the call. 73-57 the score. And now Sather will inbound, finds Steven Sather, dumps it off. Briar Strem And Gullickson up, misses, gets his own board, puts it off the glass, and good. (75-57), an 18-point game now. Johnson stops at the free throw line. Colton Scow takes three. No good. Rebounded by Colton Scow. Finds Nick Scow for three. This one's also no good. Rebounded by Gullickson. Strem. Cross to Sather. Now Sather. Sather inside. Henriksen up off the glass and good. Routine. 77-57. Now a 20-point game. Driving is Johnson, up and good. And that'll be on one. That'll be on Caleb Sather. That'll be his fourth. As Strem, Gullickson, Henriksen all check out. As Easton Fredericks, a sophomore number 15. Brennan Gullickson, a sophomore number 10. And Kane Oisted, a junior number 4, check in. Sather will also check out along with Sather. As second team for Winnie Mac checks in. As Owen Strom, a sophomore number 5. Jaden Close, a sophomore number 13. Ryan Berg, a junior number 20. And Charlie Carlson, a sophomore number 50, check in with Cale Smeby, a sophomore number 21, waiting on Hayden Johnson. Bierk off to Fredericks. Makes a nice move, up and good. The beautiful Euro step and the substitution timeout. As Cale Smeby will check in, as well as Griffin Rorigan, a sophomore number 20, checking in. And Ian Steeney, a junior number 32, checking in for Connor Hoven and Brady Bierk, respectively. Smeby off to Carlson, and now Strom. Strom stops, gives it out. That's Berg. Now Close makes a nice move, up and good for Jaden Close. Fredericks stops, gives it out to Oisted. And now Rorigan back to Gullickson, throws it right to Strom. Owen Strom will stop. Strom down to Smeby. Up and no good. I believe it may be Smeby. Maybe Smeby. I'm sorry. And that'll be it. 79-61, the final score. Fertile Beltrami taking down Winnie Mac. But man, Winnie Mac, you guys put up a good fight. That was really fun to watch. That was a fun one, for sure. All right, well, I don't really have a whole lot of notes or anything else to say based off of that. But I want to thank all of you for watching. I want to thank especially those at Fairmeadow Nursing Home and Assisted Living. You guys are the best. I wish that you guys would continue to watch this even after I graduate, which is coming up a lot sooner than I thought it would. So yeah, I'll keep seeing you. I'll keep being here for a while. Anyway, my name is Creed Tollefson. I'm a senior here at Fertile Beltrami High School. And to all, I say, have a good night.
The Winnie Mac Travel Center is a truck stop and convenience store located at the intersection of Highway 2 and 59.